Good evening, Sandra, and welcome to your late night after midnight spook show, Bloodshot Theater. I am your host, e.spanto. Tonight, the bizarre conclusion of The Brainiac.
All these decrees here belonged to the Inquisition during the second half of the 1600s, right here.
Don Sebastian of Pantoja.
You know, in this century, to talk about the Holy Inquisition and the ways they did justice is not what I call easy. There exists a legend
Working at this late hour?
My daughter, Maria of Pantoja. This is Baron Vitellius of Estera.
Baron, how do you do?
Baron Estera, my daughter is my pride and joy. Since I lost my wife, she's always been at my side. This year, she's getting her degree. A doctorate in history.
My congratulations. There's no subject quite as interesting as yours, right?
Allow me to say that she's a real authority on religious history.
Oh, Papa, please be quiet. These degrees certainly are interesting, aren't they, Baron?
She means they were written in a very interesting way. When you read this, you can see perfectly well that religion was not extremely enlightened at that time, Baron. Right here, for example. Now, that's strange. Here it tells about a trial. And the accused had the same name as yours. Here.
This history tells us about the trial, torment, and resulting sentence carried out by the authorities of the Holy Inquisition and held in the city of Mexico. This all happened in the year 1661 against Vitellius of Estera, whose origin was unknown and was never discovered, for heresy and for furthering heresy, for dogmatizing, for having used sorcery, superstition, and conjuring for evil ends that all men are attracted to, for making recourse to magic and employing necromancy, and also for trying to see into the future by employing dead bodies, for seducing young maidens that couldn't resist. Now, the interesting thing is, what was his sentence? It says here, after the prisoner had undergone torment that was considered justified, the authorities of the Inquisition sentenced the accused to disgrace. The next day, he was dressed in the crown and shirt of fire, exposed to public ridicule. They confiscated his wealth. He refused to repent, and he was burned.
This Vitellius of Estera must have been one of your ancestors, Baron.
No. I never had any ancestors. I was condemned and was burned alive by that man there, Sebastian of Pantoja. You see, I'm Vitellius of Estera.
Forgive me, Baron, but, well, this type of joke is in very poor taste.
You know it's impossible.
Are you still having that pain, Baron?
It gets better as each day goes by.
You're taking care of yourself?
All that's necessary, Victoria. All that's necessary.
I'm anxious to get my hands on that information that you said you'd have for us, so that we can locate the comet of 1661.
You're too impatient. Try to calm down. You'll have to wait another 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll go for my medicine. Excuse me, please.
Get away from her. I must carry out my revenge. Your ancestor defended me 300 years ago. Don't make me forget it. Nothing can stop me.
Run, Victoria. Run!
Thank you for tuning into Bloodshot Theater Horror Classics. Tune in next Thursday or Saturday night for more classic horror as I remain your only late night, after midnight horror host, e.spanto, and this is Bloodshot Theater Horror Classics.